Hey, welcome back, guys. So many times, would-be patients will call in, talk to my receptionist, wanting a guarantee that I can cure them of their current predicament, of their health issue, before they come in, before they decide to make the appointment. And sometimes they've already made the appointment, and they keep calling back wanting to know this. Yes, you guarantee you can help, my daughter, my son, myself. And yes, I would love to make this guarantee. I mean, who wouldn't? But of course, the only guarantee is that nobody can make that guarantee. We are all so unique. Humans, we're not a formula, we're not a mathematical equation. We're literally in a continual state of flux. And this literally is the premise of health accumulation. That is why we talk about health accumulation all the time, and why I harp on taking what we can control that promotes health, vitality, vigor, health accumulation, and controlling it, promoting it on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, because that's how we build life margin. And I found over the last 2 years, you may have noticed there's kind of an interesting thing happened in the last 2 years, right? We're in 2022 right now. Especially among patients that, people didn't realize how close they were to essentially complete health breakdown and how little margin they had given themselves in case of, things really changing in life patterns, life routines being flipped upside down, stresses showing up, infections showing up, these kind of things. They really didn't have the margin they thought they did. Because health is not guaranteed. I'm sure I don't have to tell you that. Virtually all of us at some point have either experienced ourselves, our family member, a friend who ran into serious health complications, significant health issues for seemingly no reason. Like it didn't match up with their lifestyle, with your food inputs, your living arrangements. That just didn't. You should be good to go. Or maybe you are one of those humans who are on the other side of things where you're experiencing seemingly amazing health, just loving life, no big deal. I can essentially do whatever I want to myself and be totally fine. Or you have friends that way, and you're like, why is that possible? How is that possible? Maybe you're consuming diet soda pop every day. You're grabbing fast food for lunch because you're just racing on the run, traveling all over the place. I'm on East Coast this week, West Coast the next week, not getting good sleep. Drinking alcohol on the weekends, binging, and then Netflix episodes till late in the night. It's like, how is this possible? How can this person? How can I? Be thriving in health? Or seemingly on the exterior thriving in health when I'm living this kind of lifestyle. And that lifestyle is not supposed to be healthy, right? So just like our bodies and environment have millions of overlapping events happening literally at any given minute, so do the reasons why people experience or do not experience optimal health. There's just all these overlapping compounding factors, which I think is a lot of why standard medicine just is terrible for chronic disease and the general minutia of issues facing Americans today. So if you haven't liked, shared, subscribed yet to this channel, what are you waiting for? Come on, this is the good stuff, right? We're accumulating health. Everybody's accumulating health around here. And if you want to receive health accumulating emails to your inbox, empowering, insightful, essentially health opportunities, definitely click the link. It should be right there on your screen right now. And don't miss out. Another opportunity for health accumulation. So I can't guarantee if you get 8 hours of sleep in a dark, cool room and you nasal breathe all night long for 8 hours straight, that you will feel like a new human being when you wake up, free of disease and dysfunction. Likewise, I can't guarantee if you take my goat whey protein, the cleanest protein on the planet, or you your children consume my Head Start multivitamin I created that is also ultra clean and loaded with, the best vitamins and minerals to give our kids, that your child will then be the smartest kid in class, never suffer from ADD or any kind of attention issues, or that you're going to build muscles that start bulging out of your shirt because you're taking this super clean, super hyper digestible protein. None of that's guaranteed. I'm sorry. And I can't guarantee that if you eat meat, vegetables, fruit, all organic, grass-fed, non-GMO, you never consume, vegetable oils like canola oil or synthetic sweeteners like aspartame or Splenda, that you'll be free of disease and dysfunction. That is not guaranteed. I can't even guarantee that if you wake up each morning, you set aside time for prayer, meditation, reading your Bible, going through a proverb a day. You write down 3 things that you're grateful for before you leave your quiet place in the morning. You take time to meditate. You give yourself a high five as you pass the mirror in the morning on your way out the door for your 20 minutes of sunshine, with your legs showing, your arms free to receive the sun rays. That you will not suffer, decreased motivation, that you won't, get sick at some point, that you won't experience a time of depression or anxiousness. None of those things are guaranteed, unfortunately. I wish they were. It would make my life a lot easier. And yours, right? If we did it. So yes, you could literally eat, and I could as well, whole foods, exercise daily, practice kindness, and still have, this won't happen to me, but for women, you could still have a painful, heavy menstrual cycle. And like I said, that's not gonna happen for males, but on the flip side, say a guy, I can't guarantee that, if you do all these good things for yourself, that you won't end up with, an enlarged prostate and find yourself getting up in the middle of the night, 2-3 times to use the restroom and feel like you're never able to empty yourself. Even though you've been, loading yourself up with, greens and clean meats and getting exercise regularly. All these things are still a possibility because we humans are so uniquely us. We're our genetics, our environment matching our genetics, and that's who we are. So bottom line, there's no guarantees that by doing all the right things, we will get the exact results we want when it comes to health, vitality, vigor, and these kind of things. But there's a caveat. There's good news here. If you do maintain a consistent sleep routine, if you do consume living real food, whole foods, if you exercise consistently, if you get regular sun exposure, tough in Washington, yes indeed, if you keep yourself, free from jealousy and gossip, it will be really challenging for your body not to erupt in crazy good health. It will be challenging for you not to, year after year, find that I'm in a better state of health than I was this time last year. And I can guarantee that if you consume, dead protein isolates, artificial vitamins and ingredients, pseudo sweeteners, if you stay up consistently, after 11 p.m. at night, playing video games and watching TV or binging on Netflix, if this is a consistent part of your life, then your health experience will not be anywhere near the level it could be. That is a guarantee. So thankfully, there are some things that are guaranteed. And we know what builds success in the humans. That is very apparent. We know what doesn't build success in humans, especially when we're talking about health and vitality. And we know that the formula for our personal, robust health experience, it's going to be different than our friend, than our neighbor, even than our twin sister, our twin brother. It's going to be different than the person sitting next to us. Our habits, our routines, our foods, our physical exercise routines, they're going to be different if we want to experience total health for our being. So I want to implore you, don't focus on what's working for somebody else. Focus on what is working for you. Focus on what is good for you. because just because somebody else is crushing it, they're vegetarian, life's amazing. The other person's they're carnivore, life's amazing. The other person's they're keto, life's amazing. The other person's, 90% of the time eating pretty good, and they end up eating, fast food here and there. And their life is amazing. Focus on what works for you. If your body composition is where you want it to be, maybe it's time to shake things up. If you're not, consistently noticing that your health state is improving, on a weekly, monthly, yearly basis, then there's something about your lifestyle, your thinking patterns, life traumas, living situation, genes that are turned on or turned off, food inputs, your activity or type of activity you're getting or lack of it, your sleep patterns, breathing patterns. There's something that needs to be, wants to be, could be adjusted that could get you on that health highway. So don't delay. If you can't figure it out, definitely reach out to a trusted source. Start reading books, maybe even experiment on yourself. I think that's a fantastic idea. Experiment. Experimentation is a great way to find out, does this help me? Does this not? This is doing great for Jennifer over here. Is it going to help you out? This is doing great for my dad. But is it going to work for me? Is it actually benefiting me? Take, for instance, fasting. Some people feel amazing. They could go till like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, not even eating any food. Maybe they drink a black coffee in the morning and they go the rest of the day just feeling fantastic. 2 o'clock they eat food. Man, they lose weight. They feel great. Their energy's through the roof. They're so sharp. And the next person, maybe you, even myself, if I waited till 2 o'clock in the afternoon to eat, as of yet, I've not found that to be to my benefit. I do not find myself sharper. I do not find myself more energized or invigorated. So I do not wait till 2 o'clock in the afternoon to eat food. But if I was like, this is what these people are doing, this is working so good for them, I might feel like I need to do that. And on the flip side, somebody may say they eat breakfast at 7 a.m. every morning. It just, wow, eggs, bacon, and they have an apple and a glass of milk. And that, geez, they feel so amazing doing that. But you do that and you're like feeling like you're going to fall asleep at 10 a.m. and your appetite is just ravenous the rest of the day and you can't stop yourself from eating. So that's not going to work for you. That's not your best life going on right there. So feel free to experiment. This is what I'm about today, is letting you know, feel free to experiment. What works for somebody else may not be the exact route for you. So I'm Dr. Matt. Hope this was helpful. Hope you guys are finding that health is accumulating in your being. Please let me know. Let everybody else know what little tweaks you've made into your lifestyle that have helped you accumulate more health and have helped you, over the last weeks, months, years. Because everybody needs, more ideas and more opportunity. And that is what literally this channel is about, is creating health opportunity, bringing ideas together so we all can accumulate health in our being. Talk to you guys later.